Hello, I am Dr. Sagar Lad. I am pediatric intensive care specialist at Sahyadri Super Speciality Hospital. Today I want to discuss with you is very important topic in the current pandemic situation is the COVID in the children. So what is the importance of COVID in the children? Because lots of things have come up now and we need to address the issues that COVID is really problematic in children also. Now, as far as possible, we used to say that COVID is very fine in children, it doesn't cause any problem, it does not cause any symptom, and children remain asymptomatic. But the first case of a COVID is detected in the April 2020 in the UK, and they get an infection called as a post-COVID inflammatory syndrome. It is called PIMS, and this is associated with a COVID infection. First, I would like to address why it's happened. So, when the COVID virus enter in the body of the child, he may not produce any symptom. But after 2 to 4 weeks of a time, the body produces antibodies to fight this virus, and these antibodies causing damage to the patient or to the child. Very importantly, of the blood vessel. Very importantly, blood vessel of the heart, blood vessel of intestine, blood vessel of the brain, and they get an entity called as a Kawasaki disease. The doing such a video, we want to do the to understand the disease so that the people will understand the severity of a disease. The main intention of this video to understand the disease in the population, and we should not consider the disease as a just बच्चे को कुछ नहीं होता है. Now, what are the major finding or what are the major presentation of the children? So when you get a child who has got a persistent high grade fever which is not responding to the any medication. Secondly, a child who is excessively sleeping, who is getting a fits, who is not responding to the normal stimulus, he started behaving something differently, you need to think of whether it is the disease. Secondly, you need to see a diarrhea. Diarrhea is a common presentation of many children who has got any viral diarrhea. But if a diarrhea is continuingly for a long time, 24-48 hours, not responding, associated with high grade fever, you need to think of this disease. Secondly, this disease also present as an acute abdomen, like getting appendicitis. There have been such report and such cases has been detected that the child present like appendicitis, CT scan was done and appendix was completely normal, and it turned out to be pediatric inflammatory multisystem syndrome. Very dreaded complication of this disease is a Kawasaki disease or involvement of the heart. Now, when such antibodies getting developed in the body, these antibodies are harmful to the child and it causes damage to the blood vessel of the heart called as a coronary vessel. These antibodies directly damages to this vessel and causes a decrease of blood supply to the heart and can land them into the heart failure. So if you diagnose this disease early, the response are very good. There are good treatment modalities are available. So if you get a child who may remain asymptomatic when he catching the infection, but later on he may start producing the symptom. Now how to diagnose this condition? Definitely a pediatrician is the best person to diagnose this condition, but as a parent you need to aware, don't keep the child at home. If the child has got a fever, if it is persisting more than 24 hours, it is like 102, 103, not settling down, consult your doctor, don't sit at home. If you start getting a typical rash on the face, typical conjunctival congestion, typical swelling of a hand and the body, consult your doctor. Now, when we see as a patient, we do a test called as a COVID antibody test. The COVID antibody test of IgG in nature, not IgM in nature, and majority of these children found to be, almost 99% of the children are found to be COVID antibody positive. Only 1% of these patients are COVID RT-PCR positive. So if you get a positive symptom with a COVID antibody positive, almost it is confirmed like the child has got a pediatric inflammatory multisystem syndrome. So far, since last 5 months at our institute, we detected and treatment of almost 60 to 70 per children. In the world, so far 700 cases has been reported, and in our institute, we diagnosed and treated successfully about 70 children, and such data also we are published in the Indian Journal of Pediatrics, so that the people will understand, the medical literature will understand this disease is also evolving in India. Now, if you diagnose it, what is the treatment? Does all children of the COVID, if they got infection, land up into the PIMS? It is not like that. But if you get infection, almost 20 to 30% of the children, they have a tendency to land up into the PIMS. It also depends upon the immunity of that child. Some children get infection with COVID and does not produce antibody and does not get the PIMS. But some children can develop the disease. So each and every children, it is not like that will develop the pediatric inflammatory multisystem syndrome, but there are the chances that they may develop this disease. Now, does the children need a hospital admission? Yes. If you are symptomatic, antibody positive, usually we do an inflammatory marker, they are positive, running a high grade fever, symptomatic, we admit this child. Does the children need ICU management? Sometimes they need. If they are presented late, if they start producing the symptom of a heart or of a brain or a low blood pressure, then definitely they need ICU treatment. If they're showing a picture of a Kawasaki disease, they need to get hospitalized in the ICU. Now, what is the outcome of the children? Usually they are a good outcome. If they presented early, if they are not in the shock like a state, usually the outcome are good. In our series about a 60 patient, we lost about a 3 patient because they present in a terminal stage and in a shock like condition. Because of, in spite of aggressive treatment, we are not able to salvage them. So my take home message for you people is that if you suspect this thing, be very apprehensive if the child fever is not settling down. Consult your pediatrician as early as possible and act fast as possible, so that if you start this treatment early, the child will respond. What modality of a treatment we provide? Usually we provide a methylprednisone or a steroid, which is the medicine which is used to drop down your antibody level. Secondly, we use IVIG called as intravenous immunoglobulin, which are very useful in the children with this disease, especially in a Kawasaki-like disease. Other variant of disease is called as a toxic shock syndrome. Like sometimes the antibody are excess of in amount, they can cause a shock in a child. So that has to be aggressively treated with a IVIG, a methylprednisone. Sometimes they need aspirin for their Kawasaki disease. If there are high chances of getting a clots in the blood vessel also, so we give them a medicine to dissolve this clot. And sometimes if the child is too sick, not responding these two medication, sometimes rarely we use a medicine called as a tocilizumab, which is again very effective. So far, we have used only in one patient, but generally the children respond these two diseases very well. So in a nutshell, nowadays in this pandemic, if your child is getting a very high fever, a symptom suggestive of a Kawasaki like a rash, eye congestion, edema or swelling of a hand and a feet, not responding to the normal stimulation, altered sensorium, behaving some differently, severe acute abdominal pain, you immediately need to consult your doctor and need to rule out this pediatric inflammatory multisystem syndrome. The guideline has been laid down by the WHO, by the UK authority and the American Academy of Pediatricians. There are definitive criteria on this disease. If you want more information, we are happy to provide you, and our unit is competent to managing in such children. If you have got any queries about this disease, management and symptom, you can contact us on our website or even phone number below. Thank you very much.